बेटा ये 8 to 940 किसका नंबर है? नाम क्या है आपका बेटा? 8 to 940 ये किसका नाम है? क्या नाम है बेटा आपका? व्हाट्स योर नेम?
विवेक।
तो आपका नाम जो है ना, विवेक,
हाँ
नाम क्या है?
हाँ, विवेक पाटीदार।
विवेक पाटिल।
पाटीदार।
पाटीदार। तो आपका हैंडसेट का नाम है ना बेटा, जब आप
हाँ,
लॉग इन होते हो तब आप नाम लिखा करो। आपका नाम क्या आता है पता है आपको? 8 to 9। अभी हमको कैसे पता चलेगा कि आपका नाम क्या है? विवेक पाटीदार। आपका हैंडसेट का नाम बाद में चेंज कर देना, अभी मैं फिलहाल चेंज कर रहा हूँ।
ठीक है।
So can we start with the session? Good morning, sir.
Good morning, all of you. Good morning, teacher. Let us start.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, sorry to say this. Please unmute yourself.
Okay. Now, this here, if you can see, it is making a right angle. It is making a right angle. Right angle means it is making 90 degree. 90 degree. Okay. So the scissor makes an angle. The hands of the scissor makes an angle of 90 degree. Okay. We'll move to the next part. Okay, now this is a diagram of a bird holding a fish in the beak. Okay, so what is the angle made by this beak? Just see, what is the angle made by this beak? It is a acute angle. Okay, what is acute angle? The angle, we all know that this is 90 degree. Okay, this is 90 degree. So the angle less than 90 degree. Okay, the angle which lies between 0 degree and 90 degree is called as acute angle. So this is an acute angle. Okay, so we'll just revise the components of the angles once again. See, a angle consists of rays. In the last session, you all are clear with the concept of rays, line, segment. So we'll just do it once again. Now here if you see, it consists of a ray, that is it contains an endpoint. It contains an endpoint on one side and a ray on the other side. Okay, so here we are having two rays. Let us name this ray first. This is ray BA. We are not going to call it as ray AB, we will be calling it as ray BA because the main source of the ray is point B and it keeps on extending. It keeps on extending in the direction of, okay, in this direction. The arrow indicates the direction. So we are going to name it as ray BA. The first ray, this is the second ray. We'll name it as ray BC. Okay, now this ray BA and BC are the two arms of the angle. Okay, so the angle has two arms and it has one corner point of the meeting point. We call it as vertex. We call this as vertex, the meeting point. Okay, so the angle has two arms in the form of rays and one vertex. So let us see a few examples based on this. Now we'll see the naming of the angle first. Okay, now this is, you can see the angle, this is angle. We are going to denote the name of this angle by this symbol. Okay, now we can write it as P, Y, R, or we can also write it as R, Y, P. In both the cases, the vertex should be in the middle. The vertex should be in the middle. So this is how we write the name of the angle. Now the vertex of the angle means what? Vertex means it is the corner or the meeting point of the two rays. Okay, so here this acts as a vertex. Okay, so we are going to write it as point Y. Okay, and which are the two arms? The two arms of the angles are, one is, just unmute the audio and try to answer the question, arms of the angle. Which are the two arms? Okay. So please unmute Vivek Patidar. Okay. Arms of the angle, you are having two arms. One is, yes dear.
Either YR.
Very good. So we will call it as Y. We are going to call it as ray YP and ray YR. Very nice. Now we'll move towards next example. You all can see the next example. Now, name this angle. Tell me the name of this angle here.
LMN.
Angle, LMN. And remember, you all are supposed to use this symbol. Okay, the symbol is like this. Angle, LMN. Okay, now tell me what is the vertex of the angle?
M. What? Point M.
Point. Very good. It is point M. Now we'll move towards the arm of the angle. What is the arm of this? Name the arms of the angle.
MNLM.
Okay, we are going to use the word ray. Okay, because these two are rays.
Ray N Ray ML.
Very good. Ray ML. Okay. Very good, beta. You can mute the audio right now. Okay. Now I want another person. Niti Sharma, just unmute the audio. Sir, please unmute the audio of Niti Sharma.
Yes.
Okay, dear, see this angle. and name the angle.
BOS.
Very good. We will call it as angle BOS. Okay.
Yes.
Next is, tell me what is the vertex of this angle?
O.
O. So are we simply going to call it as O, or we are going to call it as point O?
O vertex.
Okay, we are going to use the word point O. Very good. Now, tell me what are the two arms? Name the two arms of this angle.
BOSO.
Here you had made the mistake, dear. Whenever you are using the name, we are going to call it as OB. Okay, ray OB, because it is a ray. Okay, it is a ray. So it is going to start from this part. So that will be OB. So the first ray will be OB. And the second ray?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me the name of the second angle. Second arm of this.
OS.
Very good. It will be ray OS. Now you can mute the audio, dear. Okay. So this is how we are going to name the angle. We all know that it has one vertex and two arms, which we introduce in the form of rays. Okay. Now, we all are aware about the instrument called as protractor. In the 5th standard, you had used this instrument. So we'll just revise what exactly this instrument is. Now, this protractor, this is, you can see, we call it as a protractor, and it has two measurements. It has two measurements. Okay, one, if you see from here, okay, now this is the center of the circle. If we extend this, I'm using an imaginary line. If we extend it, we will get actually a circle. Okay, this is just a part of the circle. This is just a semicircle. Okay, a part of the circle, and this part is the center. We call this as a center. Remember, this is the center. And here we have two measurements. One starts from this side. Okay, you can see the inner part of the measurement from 0, 10, 20. This is how it goes. Okay, now if you're taking an angle from this side, okay, then you can see the outer measurement 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, and so on. It goes till 180 degree. Okay, a protractor shows a measurement up to 180 degree. Okay, and each line, if I try to zoom this image, you can see each line indicates a degree. It indicates a degree. Okay. Now, if I talk about this, the first line is 0. Okay, this is 0. The second one represents 1, 2, 3, and so on. So in between, if you see here, a total of 5 degrees present. Okay, and this indicates total of 10 degrees. Starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. This indicates 5 degree, 6 degree, 7, 8, 9, and this indicates 10. This is how the degree is. Okay, now you all tell me, a protractor is used to measure what? You can raise your hands. A protractor is used to measure what? Okay, this time Shri Dhanu, sir, please unmute. Okay, dear. Shri Dhanu, beta, tell me. Yes.
Yes.
A protractor is used to measure?
Used to measure a angle.
Very good. It is used to measure the angle. Okay. And it is also used to draw.
It is also used to draw.
It is also used to draw
Angle.
an angle. Okay. If I'm giving you the measurement like 60 degree, according to that you can draw the angle. Okay. You can draw the angle. Okay. Now we'll move towards the types of angle. In this, you have already learned about the three types: acute angle, right angle, and obtuse angle. Okay, first we'll revise these concepts and then we'll move for the other type of the angles. Okay. See, what happens is as the measure of the angle increases, the name of the angle also changes. Okay. Now let's see how. Just wait a minute. Okay. So if we are taking, we have seen with our protractor. Okay. Now, if the measure of the angle is 0, we will call it as 0 angle. If the measure of the angle is 0, we will call it as 0 angle. But if the measure of the angle lies between, if it lies between 0 and 90 degree, this indicates 90 degree. So if it lies between 0 and 90 degree, we call it as acute angle. We call it as acute angle. And when the measure of the angle is exactly 90 degree, we call it as right angle. Okay. And when the measure of the angle is between, okay, is between, see, I've started from here. So I'll be using the inner part of the measurement. Okay. If the measure of the angle is between, that angle will be called as obtuse angle. And if the measure of the angle is 180 degree, we will call it as straight angle. I'll show you all the images also. Okay, that will be called as straight angle. And above 180 degree, but less than 360, will be called it as reflex angle. So we'll learn each and every part in detail. So if the angle increases, if the measure of the angle increases, the name of the angle also changes. Okay. So the first type will be 0 angle. If the measure lies between 0 to 90 degree, we call it as acute angle. Acute angle. Then we have right angle. The fourth angle to be studied is obtuse angle. Fifth one is straight angle, reflex angle, complete angle. Okay. So let's study one by one in detail. First, we'll go for acute angle. Okay. Now, observe this image and tell me what is the angle made. What is the angle made over here? Now, this is a part of a pizza. You all can see it is a part of the pizza. So, what is the angle made by that portion?
That
Okay. Yeah.
just that angle is a acute angle
So it is an acute angle. Why do we call it as acute angle, dear?
because that is under the 90 degree.
Very good. It is under 90 degree, or we can say it is less than 90 degree. Okay. So if we see the protractor also, okay, here the angle, acute angle ranges between 0 to 90 degree. Okay. So that is why we call it as acute angle. Okay. What is acute angle? Here the angle is less than right angle, we can say, or we can call it as 90 degree. Okay, this is how we can represent it. Okay, it lies between 0 degree and 90 degree. Okay, now what is the name? We call it as acute angle. Okay, if we see the smiley, again the smiley is also cute. Okay, so it is a acute angle and the angle is less than 90 degree. Angle is less than 90 degree. Okay, we'll move for another type of angle. Okay, again, tell me what is the angle made by the comb. Now, if you see, what is the angle made?
Right angle.
Very good, dear. It is a right angle. Right angle means it measures 90 degree. It measures exactly 90 degree. Okay, if you see, it's 90 degree over here. Okay, so if the measure of the angle is 90 degree, we call it as a right angle. Okay, and this is how we represent a right angle. Okay, right angle is Mr. Right, and it is always equal to 90 degree. It is never less than 90 degree. It is never more than 90 degree. It is exactly 90 degree. Okay. Now, this is a part of the homemade fan. Okay. Now, tell me what is the angle made by this fan?
Obtuse angle.
Very good. Obtuse angle. Obtuse angle means here the angle is less than 90 degree or more than 90 degree. Obtuse angle means here the angle is less than 90 degree or more than 90 degree.
More than 90 degree.
Yeah, it was more than 90 degree. More than 90 degree. Okay. So if the measure is more than 90 degree, or in the other sense, we can say that if it is less than 180 degree but more than 90 degree, we call it as obtuse angle. Okay, so an angle which measures more than a right angle or more than 90 degree, we call it as obtuse angle. Okay, and it is always more right. Obtuse angle is more than right. Okay, why? Because it is always more than 90 degree. This is how you can remember it. Okay, now, so we have completed with the basic type of angles, that is acute angle, right angle, and obtuse angle. Now we'll move towards another type of angle. We'll move towards straight angle. Okay. Now, straight angle is always, the measure of the angle is always 180 degree. In straight angle, the measure of the angle is always 180 degree. Okay. Now, if you measure this, okay, you'll get it as 180 degree angle. Here it makes a measure of 180 degree. Okay. Now, how you are supposed to construct an angle, that we are going to learn in the next session. Today, you are just supposed to remember what the types of angles. So, if the measure of the angle is 180 degree, we will call it as a straight angle. So, straight angle. Okay. Next, we have as a reflex angle. Now, if the measure of the angle is greater than 180 degree, I'm sorry, I've written here 270, it is 360 degree. Okay, if the measure of the angle is greater than 180 degree, but less than 360 degree, we will call it as a reflex angle. Okay, this is how the reflex angle is seen. Okay, we'll move towards, I'll just show you an image of this. Now, you all can see I've used a circular protractor. We all know that protractor is semi-circular. Okay, protractor is semi-circular. It is still 180 degree. Okay, now if I extend this, we all know 90 degree is right angle. If I am taking 120 degree, 120 degree shows it is an obtuse angle. If I am taking 180 degree, it is a straight angle. 180 degree is a straight angle. But if it moves beyond 180 degree, that is, if the angle ranges, if the angle is in between 180 degree and 0 degree, we will call that angle as reflex angle. Students, do not get confused between obtuse angle and reflex angle. Now, how to identify this? If you see this angle, from here only, you'll understand that it is reflex angle. Mostly what people do is, they will consider this part. If you consider this, they'll write it as obtuse, but this is wrong. You're supposed to see this measurement. Okay, if instead, if I'm taking 120, see, the measure is shown in the inner side. If the measure is shown in the inner side, we will call it as obtuse angle. But if the measure goes beyond this, like this, we will call it as reflex angle. So reflex angle falls, okay, it is greater than 180 degree, but less than 0, or when it completes full rotation, it becomes 360, okay. So greater than 180 degree, but less than 360 degree. Okay, and this we all know that this is, now if it completes one whole rotation, if it completes one whole rotation, remember you can see the rotation from here. This will be called it as, okay, full rotation or complete angle. So let us see the details. Okay. So this is a reflex angle. Remember, this is the key point from where you can judge whether it is a reflex angle or an obtuse angle. If the angle is made on the outer side, see, this much part is 90 degree, this much is 180, and it is beyond 180 degree. Okay, that means it is a reflex angle. Okay, so reflex angle, the measure is between 180 degree. It is between 180 degree. Okay, that is less than 180 degree. Sorry, greater than 180 degree, but less than 360 degree. Okay. So we have done with the two types of angle. One is straight angle, another is reflex angle. Okay. Now we'll move for the last two angle. One is zero angle. Now you all know what is zero angle. Okay. If the measure of the angle is 0 degree, like this is one ray. Okay. If the other ray overlap with the first ray, if the other ray overlap with the first ray, it means it is making no angle, that is zero angle. So we call it as zero angle. And what is complete angle? Now see the difference between the two. Complete angle means here the measure of the angle will be 360 degrees. It will be 360 degrees. Now see the difference. Again, there is an overlapping. Here also the first half overlaps with the second half. Okay, but the difference is here you can see the angle. You can see here this denotes that it has completed one full rotation. Okay, that is, it is 360 degree. Okay, the measure is 360 degree. Whereas in this diagram, you can see nothing is given. Okay, this shows that it is 0 degree, and here this indicates that it is 360 degree. And an angle with 360 degree, an angle with 360 degrees called as complete angle. We call it as complete angle. Okay, we'll move towards, we have learned about the types of angle. So we'll just revise those types of angle. So you all remember this, right? So what the first type of angle is acute angle. It is less than 90 degree. Okay. Then we have right angle, Mr. Right, which is always right. That is, it is exactly 90 degree. Then we have obtuse angle, that is always greater. It is more right. It is always greater than 90 degree, but less than 180 degree. The fourth angle is straight angle. Okay, it measures exactly 180 degree. Next, we have reflex angle, that is always greater than 180 degree, but less than 360 degree. Next, we have a full angle, that is, it measures exactly 360 degree. Okay, and one more angle, that is a zero angle. So I'll just give you 30 seconds time. Just revise the summary. Revise the summary so that we can move for assessment. Okay. I hope you all have revised this. So we'll move towards the question answer round. You all are supposed to observe the measure of the angles are given to you all, and you're supposed to write the type of angle. The first question is 75 degree. Okay, 75 degree. Tell me what type of an angle it is. Yeah, Bhumi, you can unmute the audio here. What type of an angle it is made?
Right angle. Sorry, acute angle.
Very good. It is an acute angle because it is less than 90 degree. Okay, we'll move towards the next question. Now tell me, what is this? 90 degree means it will make an angle of which type of an angle it will make? This time, Sandeep, just unmute the audio dear. Okay, what is the name of the angle? If it is 90 degree means it will be a right angle. Okay, next question. 120 degree. 120 degree. It means it will make an angle of, okay, name the angle. 120 degree.
Obtuse angle.
Very good. It's an obtuse angle. Okay, now if the angle is 180 degree, this will be called as
Straight angle.
it will be straight angle. Very good. Very good. Then we have 215 degree. It is greater than 180 degree. 215 degree. Very good. It's a reflex angle. And the last question, that is 360 degree. It will be
Zero angle.
Is it a zero angle or a complete angle? That is the difference I have told you. 360 degree is a complete angle, or we also call it as a full angle because it completes full rotation, right? So this will be complete angle. So we'll move for some more questions. Okay. Now tell me, what is the angle made over here? Think carefully and answer the question. Now I'll give you one more hint. The measure. See the measure. We are supposed to see the measurement from this side. So which kind of an, is it an obtuse angle or is it a reflex angle?
It is a reflex angle.
Very good. It is a reflex angle. Next question. What is the angle made by the fingers? By the two fingers.
Acute angle.
Very nice. It is a acute angle that is less than 90 degree. The second last question. Okay. Now, you all know. Now, can you all name this figure?
Zero
Tell
angle.
me. Very good. It's a zero angle. Okay. If instead of this, if I am showing this way, this would have been a complete angle. But here, because I am not showing any measurement, it shows it is a zero angle. Okay. The last question of the session. Okay. What is the angle made by this hand fan?
Complete angle.
Very nice. It's a complete angle. I hope the types of angle is clear to all of you. So here, the last thing is your homework will be, you're supposed to write your name on the paper. Okay, write your name. For example, if the name is Eva, okay, so write E-V-A. This is how you're supposed to write the name, and then measure the angle. Measure the angle of the corners. Write the measure of the angles of the corner and post it in the group in your respective. Okay, that is the homework for you all. Here we are ending with the session. Thank you all of you. Bye all of you.